Hey everyone, it's day 7. Yay, this is our last day of the road trip. I'm so excited. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for staying with me and painting through all 7 days. And even if you didn't paint, if you just watched, that's totally fine. I am cheering you on and I'm so excited for you because I just hope this helped start your own creative journey and make you feel like you could pick up a paintbrush and give this a try. I feel like the creative daily habits that we create are so important because it really sets us up for success. Even just painting 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference. So I am cheering you on and excited for us to continue on this last day of our journey. So today is day 7, and we're going to be painting the Alaskan lights. So for that, I think what we'll do is we're going to practice the watercolor washes with greens and purples, and then we're going to practice adding in some of the darker tones and then adding in a mountain scene at the bottom. So I'm going to start by just sketching out a quick layout, and then we'll just dive right into the painting. So I'm going to turn my camera around. Let's see. How's that? Okay, I'm going to get an extra light here. See if that helps. Well, maybe not. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Gonna grab my sketchbook. That was from yesterday. So the Northern Lights, they're just directional lines. And then you've got your mountains at the bottom, some trees. And I'm even noticing like they reflect back down into like the body of water. So we could do that. We could also add a moon shape or some kind of dark areas, and then just really focus in on that light, the light part. That's what we want to focus in on. So I might do some smaller ones here. And I think the mountains are going to be right about there. Maybe some different color tones at the bottom. And then we're going to just make a really cool green light shape in the middle. And then the rest is going to be dark with some stars, some splatters. That okay. So I've got my sketch going. Let's mix up some paint. How's that? Is that okay? Okay. I got these really cool granulating paints. Have you guys tried these? They're so cool. They're by Kuretake, and they're granulating colors, and you don't know exactly what color you're getting. So I might add in a little bit of this for the Northern Lights. So really cool. So I've got these. I'm going to spray everything down, get it all wet. This is my core palette with the Daniel Smith colors. And this is my other core palette. Okay, so I'm going to start with a flat brush. Definitely a flat brush. Maybe I'll go for, actually, for mixing the colors, I'm going to start with the smaller brush so we can test them out. Okay, so we've got, I want to get that green color. So I'm going to make sure there's no paint on my brush. Okay, let's see what we can do with the green. I think, let's try this one. This is a little bit too muddy. I'm going to go somewhere in between this turquoise. That's looking pretty good. But I want it to be lighter, so I'm gonna grab some of this yellow. More like that, yeah, more like that. Something really light. So I'm gonna spray down my whole paper. Can you see that? Okay, we've got water on the whole sheet. I'm gonna load up my brush here. I'm just gonna do that wave that I had sketched out. But I'm gonna pick up another color and do it again. And then let's see what this one is. Should we try the purple? I don't know, it's a little dark. Maybe this blue one? No. Maybe this one. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, just gonna do another wavy color like that. I'm gonna bring in a little bit of this blue. Just gonna keep making it darker now. I want some variety. And I'm keeping a little space here for the moon. Let's try this purple now. I'm trying to make it feel like we have some reflections. I'm just playing with the water and the paint. Just trying to add in color in different areas just to make it feel like it's moving. The paper's starting to dry, but it's still damp. So you can just keep exploring different effects. Just using a light touch here. So I'm gonna grab a tiny little brush. Just want to add in some like little tree shapes. I really love doing these landscapes. They're so fun. You can get really abstract with them. You're just playing with color and light. Two things, color and light. So getting that balance of limited colors with pops of dark pops of light and experimenting on the forms that you see and the shapes that you want to make. It's just a balance of adding in details and then keeping it loose. So your colors play a really big part of this. So I encourage you to just use the supplies that you have and experiment with your supplies. These new Karatake granulating colors, I just got them, so I'm just trying to find a way to use them because I'm so excited to try these out. So we have this little cluster of trees, and I'm gonna I'm gonna let this I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna grab my hair dryer. That's what I'm gonna do. So we have this really dreamy night sky backgrounds for our Alaskan lights. So I want to add in a little bit of details, a little bit of white now. So I'm going to grab some white. I'm going to use this. Have you guys ever tried this? Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. I'm going to grab a clean brush here. I'm just gonna dampen it a little bit, and I'm just gonna directly go right into the jar here. And I'm gonna use this sheet on the side to test it. So that looks we can get some nice little starry dots here, so I'm just gonna randomly place in some little star dots. It's kind of relaxing. We're just gonna add some dots. I love this granulating effect. Do you see how we got these really cool textures right here? I think that's because I used a combination of the Kuretake paints with the Payne's Gray from the core palette, and the way that the paints just started blending together is really pretty. I love it. So you can do controlled dots like this, or you could do it a different way. So you dip your brush here, and we'll practice over here. Might need a little more water. You can splatter in some dots too. So we'll just see that. Feels a little bit more organic this way. You can control the placement. That's pretty. Yeah, like that. There you go. I could go crazy on the splatters, but I'm gonna stop myself. So that's our northern sky, our Alaskan lights painting. So I hope you can give this a try. Oops, I'm turning the. Oh, there. Okay. I hope you can give this a try and don't be scared. Just have fun. Nothing has to be perfect. You're just putting water down and then playing with colors, letting it dry, and then adding some white. So give this a try. I hope you found this video series helpful. Thank you so, so much for watching this with me. I'm really, really here to be your watercolor guide and help you. So if you'd like to get more tips, I have a couple of links for you. I have a free watercolor beginner's guide, and I also have on Wednesdays, I'm going to be sending out watercolor Wednesday notes. So check for the links below if you want to get those. And keep on painting, staying curious and creative. See you soon. Bye.